Meantime, new at the State House today, a lawmaker is pushing, I should say, a new bill to enforce Ohio's law that overhauled higher education in our state.
So you might remember last year, Governor Mike DeWine signed Senate Bill 1 into law, impacting Ohio's public colleges and universities. It bans diversity, equity, and inclusion courses and trainings, also faculty strikes and professors from taking stances on controversial topics. 10 TV political reporter Doug Petcash joining us now live at the State House with what the bill, the new one, would do. Doug?
Angela, the bill's sponsor announced the legislation here at the State House this morning. He says Senate Bill 1 established the rules for higher education reforms, and his bill would make sure Ohio schools are complying with it.
HB 698 strengthens enforcement and clarity.
Republican State Representative Tom Young's bill would require state colleges and universities to certify their compliance with SB 1 every year. It prohibits reassigning, reclassifying, or disguising any employee's position so they can continue with diversity, equity, and inclusion functions. It also requires schools to submit an inventory to the State Chancellor of Higher Education of all employees who had performed DEI functions and who were reassigned. And they have to justify each employee's reassignment.
This is not a punitive act of legislation. It's accountability legislation. The goal is simple. If institutions certify compliance with the law, that certification must be accurate. If there is disagreement, there's process.
Young says if a school is found to not be in compliance, state funding could be withheld, but the institution would have an opportunity to correct the issue before losing funding. The group Honesty for Ohio Education opposes the bill. Policy Director Rachel Coyle calls it government interference in universities and likely unconstitutional. She says it's illegal for legislatures to force future legislatures to do something, in this case regarding funding.
This bill tries to get around that by forcing all future governors to include money in their budget that can only be given to our colleges and universities if they comply with SB 1.
Primary sponsor of SB 1, State Senator Jerry Serino, applauds Representative Young's effort but disagrees with the timing. He says the law is less than a year old and schools have a March 1st deadline to submit their next compliance reports.
I would like to wait and see how that looks so that we can identify any deficiencies that need to be addressed. Also get a sense of some good things that are happening, which I believe there are.
The bill had its first hearing late this afternoon, also here at the State House today. And this afternoon, House Democrats sent me a statement voicing their opposition to this bill as well. We'll have more on that in this story on 10tv.com. For now, live at the State House, Doug Petcash, 10 TV News.